Some people are saying that Obama's economic record is based on a half-baked stimulus package and so on. Now, we got to put things in perspective here. The country was on the verge of collapse, and Obama was chosen by God to come in and keep things together. And so he lent money to the, the big powers, the big moving companies that were on the verge of collapse. And many people thought that it was just give away, but at the end of that, the economy was safe because these people were able to come back and they paid back the loans, and some of the money has been paid back, not all, and the economy is moving again. But as far as the stimulus plan was concerned, Obama's idea was to do the highways and maybe I think the communications, the highway, the bridges, and so on. But I'm not sure if that amount of money was enough. Of course, he took in mind that there's a big debt and we don't want to go into much more debt because maybe a couple $1 trillion would have been the way to go. But then the Republicans wouldn't have given him that kind of money. And even the close to $1 trillion that, maybe half or more $1 trillion, $1 billion that was given to the stimulus plan, it was not used correctly. Cities, I understand, instead of doing the bridges and the roads, did other things. And even some of the Republicans were saying that they need some of that money for this and that and so forth. So they tagged on a lot of things there. But if he was given the money and it was just for roads and bridges, I think it would have done a lot better. As a matter of fact, folks just going patching roads. That's what I think. I think we need to do is rip up all these roads across the country, especially the highways, forests, and bridges, and replace all. And this is what his intention was. And so you just can't come back now, all of the money, and so on, and then come back and say, you weren't able to accomplish what you really set out to do. And I want to warn these guys that we're close to being, third world as far as our democracy and our capitalism are concerned. Because in third world countries, the opposition impede government. When they become government, they're impeded by the opposition. So it's a continuous going backwards. And folks now are becoming experts in that. They're holding out and raising the debt level because they don't want them to get the money and they want to set up a sort of an instability and a kind of a fear and hopelessness in people so that they might choose them for Congress, Senate, or the presidency. But what happened? The Standard and Poor's and these people lower the debt rating. And you know what I mean? So folks got to be fair. And I believe that this is going to be the last honest and good president after President Obama. It's time to get your parachute. It's time to get your space suit out and go somewhere else, to Mars or wherever, back to the country or something. Because man, this world is going to be for some real stuff. You know what I mean? Biblical apocalyptic predictions going to start, making it. I think rapidly after that goal has been declared, it's finished. Operation is closing because all the people that wanted to be saved would have made up the mind in this corridor that Obama created. He created a corridor of peace so that folks could cross and back and forth. Some who were in church can say, going back away in the world. And some in the world and in other churches and go seeking God's true church and his fold and so on. So when God is satisfied that this has happened, and he declared, he that is righteous remain righteous, and he that is wicked stay wicked. And then it's over. And you see some cataclysmic and some sort of Armageddon and some serious potentates can start happening when you see the environment got out of control. They got shaking like this, and fires burning uncontrolled, and the whole 9 yards. So I don't blame Obama for nothing because he has done what he was supposed to do. He created the environment, saved the businesses, invest the money to do the things, and people doing other things with the money, hoping to blackmail them. But I think God has seen, if the job hasn't been finished and God is not ready to declare probation closed, I think he's getting the next term.